So out there, man, they're calling your names. What is that moment like?
No, it really felt nice. It really felt nice because the stadium it had a lot of people. So I was happy that my name was now being spoken out to a lot of crowds, and also they actually said the name of the country, Kenya.
Wow.
So it was really nice to hear my country being mentioned out there, and also them recognizing that I was the first Kenyan to actually reach in a Grand Slam final and not only win the Grand Slam. So it was really nice for people to hear it out.
It's not only reaching, but
winning it, exactly.
Right.
And a country that not most people know it. They know it for athletics, the running and all that,
distances.
But exactly,
Right.
but not in tennis.
Right.
So it was really nice to hear my name and also my country being recognized in a really big stage in tennis.
And man, having fought for every single point.
Exactly.
I mean, this sounds like it was just a pensive match all the way.
Yeah, it was.
But I also heard you somewhere say you had gone to have fun with this. Was that to ease the pressure, or that mindset? In fact, the mindset as you go into this match.
Well, it wasn't really easing the pressure. It was just, you know what, for me, when I enjoy what I'm doing, everything flows smoothly. So I had to really enjoy everything I do. It's like you, if you enjoy the job you're doing now, everything is good, right? You have to enjoy whatever you're doing. So for me, enjoying playing tennis, it really helped me. Because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then why are you there, first of all? So yeah.
So for you, the mindset you carry is sort of, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Yes, but having fun, but I also have goals also.
So how do you combine that space?
So I set goals, but those goals, I don't let them put me too much pressure. Because you know, for me, when I enjoy whatever I'm doing, the goals will flow with me. So that's how I try to balance both enjoyment and also my goals.
You know, some people would say it's easier said than done. I mean, it sounds theoretical.
I know.
And I just really want to get to the practicals of how do you really achieve that? It's a great phrase and it's a great approach, but how do you actually land that?
So you see, before each tournament, I usually set goals for myself. And in those goals, the enjoyment is also in those goals. So you see, it works together, yeah? So I usually have the goals. And when I don't attain the goals, I usually I still write in my book what didn't work and why I did not achieve those goals, to also help me in my next tournaments. Because you see, after each, like example, now I'm going to Canada, I have goals for Canada. If I don't attain the goals in Canada, I need to now sit back, write what didn't work or what didn't happen, to be able to help me in now US Open, because I cannot just lose and then I'm okay, I lost. No, I need to visualize or to try and think what didn't go well, to be able to even improve as a person. Like you really need to understand because you know, in life, like failures, they're part of your success, because you cannot always win, because if you always win, you wouldn't know your mistakes, something like that. So for me, failure, I take it as a thing to my success. Like it's also it's a fail, but it's also a success to my success. I don't know if that makes sense.
It's a building block to the next.
Exactly.
But I want you to walk me through the actual review. So when you say I've got to write down what I missed, walk me through a practical journey of how do you do that? Is it that you go back, watch the match, or how exactly do you go about it to pick out what is this that did well? So
not all the tournaments have video recording or something like that, but the ones that have, I usually go back, look what are the mistakes and all that, my strength I used in the match and the weaknesses and all that. But if I don't have the cameras on the court, I have a coach who's watching me play and all that. So the coach gives me feedback of what happened during the match and all that. And if I agree with that, because obviously the coach won't say wrong thing. They're always right for sure, because they want the best for me. So if they see like this match you played really bad, they will tell me. If I played good, they will tell me, and they'll also tell me the positive things in the match and the negative. So I will write down the positive and the negative, but I will also work more on the negative, but I'll still bring the positive with me, because we also need to have the positive things to be able to have the negative things work. So that's how I try to improve my tennis day by day.
So you do this for every match?
Yeah.
So you review every single match?
Yes.
And you are clear what your strengths were, you know what needed a bit more work.
Exactly.
And so by the time you're doing your next, you're very conscious about all of those aspects.
Yes, because even after the match, if I lose or win, after the coach gave me the feedback, I go straight away to the court and practice the weaknesses. Yeah. Win or lose, you're in that court practicing the weaknesses. So that's how I improve, actually, yeah.
So even if you win, you will still pick out what the weaknesses
are. Yeah, there's always weaknesses in the match,
A lot of times when we win, you're like,
no.
Nothing more to
True.
work on. So for you, whether it's a win or a loss,
there's always a weakness. Yes.
So effectively it means that then for me, your journey is a very intentional journey.
Yeah.
It's no flukes, it's discipline, it's focus and all those things.
It is.
So for example, coming from Wimbledon and now on your way to the Canada, you're clear on what your strengths were in Wimbledon.
Yes.
You're clear on what it is that you needed to work on. And you've been working at that.
Yes.
And so by the time you're landing the Canada, you're applying all those things.
Yes, you have to apply them.
And by the time you're done, as you do your US.
Yeah, you have to now check if the things you have applied from Wimbledon really helped you. If not, you also have to adjust to help you now in the US Open. Yeah.
And all these things, you work with the same coach?
Yes, but for Wimbledon, I had to travel with the ITF team, as I mentioned, so I have different coaches, but still I keep in touch with my Kenyan coach.
Your primary coach?
Yes.
Main man?
Yes.
So what's his name?
Francis Rogoi.
Must be an amazing guy.
He is.
Must be truly proud of what you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward, man, what are you looking forward in the Canada? Tell us more about the Canada one and also the US Open.
So Canada one, it's a grade one. It's like a warm-up tournament to prepare you for US Open. But for me, I don't take it as a warm-up tournament. I take it as a big tournament like the US Open, because I really want to build my confidence in singles. Since recently, you've all seen I haven't been doing great in singles, just in doubles. So I want to really build up my confidence in the singles in Canada, to really do good, to build my confidence, to prepare myself in now the big tournament, which is the US Open. Yeah.
So you'll give it your all?
For sure.
Whether it's a warm-up or not, for you every match counts?
Yeah, because if I don't give it my all, then I still have a ranking to maintain, you see? Because if I don't do good in Canada, my ranking will go down, which will give me less chances to participate in other tournaments. So I really need to maintain my ranking, yeah.
So beyond just the tournament is also the ranking
exactly
that you have to take care of.
Yes.
They're going to give you a through pass in the US Open.
Yes, they have.
Oh, they've already given you it's a through pass, huh?
Yes.
When is the US Open on, by the way?
It's on the 4th of September.
4th of September. Looking forward to big things in there.
Yes.
But that also marks the end of your juniors?
Well, yeah, for me that will be the end of my juniors. Since when I was starting juniors, or when I was still playing juniors, was to see myself playing at those Grand Slam. Right. And you see US Open is the last Grand Slam of the year. So after that, I think I'll just be done with juniors, since I'm 18 also. Yeah.
So once you're done with the US, so what happens after that? What's your roadmap ahead?
So once I'm done with the US Open, that will be the end of my juniors career, I would say. So next year I'm looking for...
Brilliant career. Not just career.
Okay.
It's a brilliant one, man. It's very well executed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not very many people get to achieve what you've achieved at 18. Some of us are still figuring out what should I be doing with my life.
It's true.
You ask a guy at 35, he's still figuring out what should I be doing with my life. This is you at 18, closing the junior part of your career very strong.
Yeah.
Man, it's a truly proud moment. No doubt about it.
Okay.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
So I'm planning next year to go to college in the US, and also while I'm doing studies, I'll still be playing tennis also. It's not that I'm done with tennis. I'll still be doing tennis, and also to see myself transit to the professional now level. Yeah.
So this is you getting into the senior part of your profession now?
Yes.
You're entering into your seniors on such a high.
Yeah.
So when you go to the States, are you still going to remain Africa 1?
No. Well, it will be in the books, but also other kids are now, yeah.
They're rising up.
Yes. So.
And, are you available to mentor them?
Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic. Part of what also makes this story very inspirational for me is to recognize that this is you playing at such major arenas. But this was not how your life began.
No.
This is almost a contrast of how it began. And maybe I just want to give you a chance just to speak about how then life began for you. Because I'm sure there are many people who can watch this and they say they're following out the odds against me. And sometimes we excuse ourselves against what we could be on account of the odds we allow to take as excuses. But this is Angella, man, and I want us to go to the beginnings, because that for me, pivoting from there to become who you're becoming is an extremely important part of your journey.
Yeah.
Please just walk us back to the beginnings.
So tennis back then, it wasn't easy. I remember. I remember there were times I didn't have the right equipment. I didn't have the rackets to play tennis with. I didn't have shoes or clothes. Sometimes I was playing with jeans. And sometimes I would stay with one pair of shoes for maybe more than 3 months, and they were torn, but I would still play tournaments with them. So it was not easy. And I remember my boutique was always Gikomba, and it will still be Gikomba.
Right.
Well, now I got like sponsorship with Lotto, tennis clothes, and also rackets with Yonex. So I'm grateful for them for giving me that sponsorship, because now it has really reduced my things, and it's really helping me. Yeah. So there are times where my uncle used to use his earnings to buy for me and my twin sister clothes. Even though it's just one pair, we would wear that every time, go home, wash, and still wear it. I remember those times. I remember there were times where I would go to train without eating. Yeah. And the only meal we would see was supper. And maybe supper wouldn't really eat. The only meal would eat was drinking water. Yeah, I remember those days. And also I remember the following day would still not eat and still wait for supper. And maybe even that supper there's nothing to eat. Yes. Or maybe that supper would eat, but it just be strong tea with bread. But we still survived. We're here strong. So for me, what I can say is that I'm really grateful for my grandmother. It was not really easy for her. At least for us, it's okay for us, but for her, taking care of all those kids, it's not easy. Because for me, I know tennis will change my life and my family's life. Because I remember there was a time my mom was watching, I think on the phone or somewhere on the TV. She was like, Angie and Rosie, one day I really want to see you guys on that TV. Well, I've been on TV, like on Wimbledon.
Is your grandmom saying that?
Yeah, she was saying that. In Wimbledon, you could see some people were seeing me on TV. It's just in Kenya you can't access. There's a problem, but most people were seeing me on TV. But for her, I know she wants to see us on the big stages on the TV, playing with like the likes of Osaka, the Iga, and all that. And I believe that I'm gonna make that happen, because I have the drive. She's my drive, and also I have the belief that I can do it, and also I have the motivation. Because even when I was still young, I had the dreams of playing this junior Grand Slam, and here I am, I've done it, so why not do it on the top? So I still have that faith and belief. And also thank God, I mean, with all this, God has really been good to us and helping us. And the good thing about our family is that we are humble. We are really humble, and that's why I'm grateful to have a family like that. Like, that's what I said, even though I have achieved those things, I don't let that get into my head. I just try to be the girl who didn't achieve as much. Just too kawaida. Yeah, exactly. Because I know for me, most people, as you said, they think like this is a big thing, like she's really made it. But for me, it's just a step to achieving now greater things, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. Right. Yes.
Right. And for the benefit of our viewers, maybe you may just speak a bit into how you ended up being with your grandmom as your mom, your dad, and your everything, really. You may just want to speak into that a bit.
Okay. Yeah. So, my biological mom died while giving birth to me and my twin sister. So since then, my grandmother took over, and she's been really taking care of me and my twin sister since day one until now. We are 18. So we are really grateful, and we thank God that we hatujapitia any conditions like health-wise. We've really been healthy, and we thank God for that. And my grandmother, yeah, she's my grandmother, and she's a widow. Yes, she's a widow, and she's, one word I can describe my grandmother is I mean, with all the struggles she has a smile on her face. She's happy. Yeah, she's. But for me, I usually think like Connie, she doesn't see like akona mashida mingi. And she's just there, humble and all that. But we are really grateful for her, because at least we didn't get to have a grandmother who angetutesa, because she loved all of us the same. Akusema, no, these are not my kids. No, the same. So we are really grateful for her. Yeah.
She just loved you all the way, supported you all
exactly.
And she's very proud of you, Angela.
Sure.
She is so proud of you. Man.
Yeah. She is.
I know she's so praised for you and desires the best for you.
Yeah.
I think you have an amazing show for sure, ma'am, at the same time. I saw it, someone said Angela was actually the name of your mom as well.
Yes.
So she ended up naming you after your own mom.
Yes, she did.
That's interesting.
I know.
Yeah?
Yes.
And Okutoyi?
Okutoyi was her grandmother's name. Yes. Grandmother or grandfather's name, but one of them.
One of them.
Yes.
So these are still family names.
Family, for sure.
So she must almost feel like she still has her daughter.
Exactly.
In you. You have made her truly, truly proud. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah? Fantastic. Just curious, your twin sister, and then I hope we get to meet her. And I'm told she's around, and we get a meeting. Is she as passionate about tennis as you?
Yes, she is. It's just she hasn't been getting the support as much as I've been getting, and she hasn't been getting a lot of funding. And you see, for her, she's been doing 844, not really easy for her. So she hasn't been getting a lot of time to practice and to, to nurture her talent as much as I got. So, but she still has passionate about tennis. So now that she's done with 844, she's now really looking forward to come back to tennis and now to try and train more to better her ranking.
Maybe from the younger age, what inspired the difference in journeys? I mean, for you to take maybe the homeschooling path and how she does the 844, what inspired that?
Well, it's because for me, I was in the ITF center, as I said before. Yeah, so they didn't take her into the ITF. Okay. I don't know why, but yeah, but they took me. So you see, with the struggles we had, it wasn't really easy for my mom to pay for homeschool for her. I mean, that's too expensive. So she had to how do you use this word? She had to do what she had to do with what she had at that time. So for me, at least, I had the chance with the ITF, and they paid for my schooling. But for Rosie, had to be in that system.
Which also made it a bit lighter for mom.
Exactly.
To be able to then raise the rest of because then a bit of yours was taken care of.
Yeah.
So I think that was also a blessing in itself.
Exactly.
It was a blessing in itself. And she has remained passionate about tennis. She plays tennis.
She doesn't, but she watches tennis.
She watches tennis?
Yes.
What does she do? I mean, we should ask her this question.
Yes.
What she does while you do tennis, what is she doing?
While we're playing tennis.
No, yes. So now you've taken a tennis path. I wonder what path she has taken.
Who, my?
Your sister.
She's also playing tennis.
Oh, she does play?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Competitive tennis as well?
Well, now not as much. As I said, the funding, the support, and also the schooling.
Right.
But now she's trying to now come back and play competitive tennis.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You know, there are many interesting things about your journey. And maybe part of them as I reflect really about this conversation. It's easy to sit back and give yourself excuses as to why you can't go. It's a journey that keeps reviewing itself. To be on the ITF, you had to be on the pitch for you to be picked out. Meaning you had already worked on yourself even before you presented yourself.
True.
And I wonder, what are the lessons you pick from your own journey this far that maybe you can share with our folks out there and say, when I reflect on my journey and look at all circumstances considered, the following is what I think has been the pillars around my journey and the reason behind the far that I've been able to propel myself. What would some of those things, reflections be for you?
What I can say is, first, ever since I was young, I had a goal. You know, in everything you do, you need to have a goal where you want to be in ABC. So I really had the goal. And for me, I don't know if you saw this, but after Australian Open, they posted it. Like I had a book, and I still have that book. That book, I wrote it in 2018 or 2019, a future goal or a goal which I wanted to achieve before finishing my junior career. And one that said that I wanted to participate in all the 4 Grand Slams, the Australian Open, US Open, and all the 2, and to win.
Which are the other 2?
Wimbledon and US Open. Right. To win a round in those events. And
you wrote it down.
I did, and I still have that book. I wish you told me to bring it. I still have that book, and I wrote them down. And with me writing it down, I believed in those things, because you cannot just write something without believing in it. Don't just write because it's writing. I believed in it. And I remember that time when I was writing it, I was in a classroom, and I had finished my class lessons, and then I couldn't leave until the time ifike. So I had nothing to do. So I was like, okay. I took my book and I was like writing down. I think I even cried or something, but I really wrote it down. And since then, that book, I've been working with it every time wherever I go, tennis tournaments and all that, reviewing my goals and believing that one day I will achieve that. And since I achieved then, I've now been writing constantly. Whatever I do, I write it down, just a reflection to seeing where I've come and where I am now. You see, just, you know, writing it down, it's way better than just saying, it's in my head, I can still. No, write it down. One day you will just go back to your books and say, I wrote it in 2019, look what I've really achieved. So this is like a progress. So that's what I've been doing ever since that day, writing down. That's what I said. After each match, I write down what went wrong, right? Because that's like a reflection, you see. So that's what I can tell each one of you guys.
So this was a goal written in 2018?
18 or 2019, but one of those years. Yes.
So for you, they are not mental goals. They have to be written down.
Yes. So I can every day review, you know. Yes.
What keeps you going when the pressures are too high?
I mean, for me, there's pressure everywhere. You know, even now there's pressure here sitting. Yes, there's pressure. Whatever you do, there's pressure. So for me, the little pressure I have or any pressure I get, I don't know what I do, but I just manage it, you know. But for me, I try to, as I said, I try to just put myself like, Angie, there's always pressure. Okay, there's always pressure, but don't let the pressure take over you. You know, do what you can to block the pressure. Well, you can block the pressure. I don't know how to help people with pressure, but I manage with pressure. I don't know how I do it, but it's like a natural thing for me. Maybe it's because I write things down. Maybe that helps me, I think. Yeah. Sorry, I can't help you guys. I think that's what I do. Right,
man. And I just want to bring your sister on set if you allow me.
Yeah.
I think it would be really, really nice just to have your sister on set, because you have done such an amazing job. Just let's bring your sister on set.
Okay.
Rosie, welcome on the show, Roselida.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here, man.
Thank you.
How does it feel to watch your twin sister do the kind of things she's doing?
It's good. It's fun watching her winning in the US Open.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I mean, she's done a couple of matches out there, the Grand Slam just the other day. How does it feel for you guys as a family, and especially for your very own twin sister?
It feels great.
Yep.
She's always wanted to play in the top tournaments, which
Right.
she has been in there, and
Right.
it's great for our family.
Right. So you celebrate her journey. And earlier on, I was just asking about you, and I don't know whether you have the same inclination on tennis. Tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
My name is Roselida Asumwa. I'm 18 years old. I play tennis. I participate in the national tournaments here in Kenya, which we go to Africa, like travel in Africa and play tournaments, which are called zonals and maybe AGC, under 14, under 16, and under 18.
Right.
And we started when we were 4 years old. Me and my twin sister were introduced by our uncle.
Right.
And where we live in Loreto, there's a person called Joe Karanja,
Right.
who he had a program in the tennis. So we were introduced by also him. We started playing off with him and our uncle.
Right. And you've picked that thing for all these years, from 4 years of age.
Yes.
What has kept you playing this whole time? And maybe part of the goals that you had around your own tennis journey?
It has been good continue playing tennis, which it has helped me to travel to many countries and see people playing well in other countries.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which are some of those countries that you've played in?
I've gone to Morocco, Tunisia, North Macedonia.
I don't even know where North Macedonia is, but it's not on the map. Did you do the Morocco together? There's a time you did Morocco. Was that together?
We did one under 12.
Right.
Yeah, in Morocco.
Same time.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And then after North Macedonia, I'll look for it in the map, by the way. I don't even know where it is. After
It's in Europe.
It's in Europe.
Yes.
Right. But how have you managed to balance this and school for you?
This year it has been tough because I was doing my KCSE exams this
Which
year.
by the way?
Shadrach Kimalel.
How did you balance this?
While I was in Form 4, it was hard for me to come and play because I was about to sit for my KCSE exams. But before I sat for my KCSE exams, I used to go to school in the morning, then classes used to finish at 4. Then from 4 to 6, I used to come to this club and train from 4 to 6.
Right. How many days a week?
It was Monday to Saturday.
Every day?
Yes.
So it was straight from school to the courts?
Yes.
That must be commitment, man. I mean, you've had a full day of school and then you come and do this.
Yeah.
I just wonder, man. These wonderful twins, we have amazing sisters in the tennis world. The Serenas and the Venus. I wonder, am I looking at the next set of? Is that part of your dreams, guys?
Yes, it is.
Tell me, man. At some point, are you looking forward to working together?
Yes. Yes. She's not saying.
Your aspiration together?
We want to be like the Serena and Venus, and we really want to participate in doubles tournaments together, partnering together, being the first set or the second set of twins to win Grand Slams together, and to also be the first Kenyans to do that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
We wish you the very, very, very best, man. It's really nice to get to meet you as well, and getting to meet the two of you. But I think, guys, man, your story is just an amazing story.
Thank you.
It's such an amazing story. And man, we wish you the very, very, very. Someone listening asking, how can I be of support? Is there a way?
The support that we'll want people to support us. Since Angela is going to college and also me, I'll be going to college, we want support for the funding for going to the college in the US. Yes.
You're both going to the same college?
No.
So at least, Angela, I know you're going to the States.
Yeah.
Roselida, are you going to the States as well?
Yes, but not the same school.
So different schools.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, because of that is the ranking.
Okay.
The ranking she has and the ranking I have might not allow us to be in the same school.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But we are trying to look if we can be in the same state. if that's possible.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. And I hope it's going to be possible for you to be in the same state.
Yeah.
Twins don't want to be too far from each other here.
No. Yeah.
Have you taken her for some of those international tournaments?
No.
You've not managed to take her for some of those. But either way, you cheer her from a distance.
Yes.
And you get to watch this. I am sure this set of doubles, man, is going to be one major doubles. I suspect so. It's coming.
Yes.
I believe it's coming, man.
Inshallah.
It's going to come. And guys, I want to say thank you so much. But you're going to take me for one game, right?
Sorry?
You're going to take me for one game.
Yeah, sure.
I hope I can learn how to hold a racket.
We'll teach you.
Oh, it's possible?
Yeah. Okay.
I like that, man. Fantastic, man. We're going to do this. But, man, folks, man, this is about all we had time for. And I just want to thank these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ladies who have done such an incredible journey. And I hope that we pick the lessons out of this journey, because it matters not where you begin. Man, Angela talks about having to write it down. All these mental goals, sometimes it doesn't work, man. You've got to put it down, write it down, review, check how we're doing. She says it from one match to the next tournament. She's going to write the strengths. She's going to write what she needs to work on. And that discipline has kept her going. They are not here by chance. They have worked it hard, my friend. They have had the focus. They've done all that they have done. And I want to just take a moment also to salute their mom. She doubles up as mom, dad, shoujo, and all in one. And I heard you say the other day, man, you want to build for her. That dream, I pray that dream comes to pass.
Thank you.
She's given everything for you guys. I pray that then that dream will also equally come to pass. Well, folks, I hope you've been inspired just checking this out, and I hope you've been able to make a couple of lessons. And we do this to keep reminding you that you are a gold mine, but you've got to work on the greatness that is on the inside of you. And I hope that the insight shared by these amazing twins gave you something that you can work on. Keep working on yourself. Keep working the greatness inside of you. Keep working the gold mine that you truly, truly, truly are. Don't you quit on yourself. Don't be defined by circumstances. Keep the focus. Keep the goal. And as Angela says, she just looks at every success as a stepping stone to the next level. And therefore, keep winning. Keep becoming the greatness that you are. Don't forget to follow us on the Goldmine Show on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe right here on YouTube. And until next time, God bless you, and keep working the greatness that you truly are.